Hello students, I welcome you all to Arinjay Academy. So today we are going to discuss the 13th chapter of class 6 CBSE Science, that is fun with magnets. So students, you all must have seen magnets and have even enjoyed playing with them, right? Have you seen stickers that remain attached to iron surfaces like almirahs or the doors of refrigerators? In some pin holders, you might have observed that the pins appears to be sticking to the holder. In some pencil boxes, the lid fits tightly when we close it even without a locking arrangement. Such stickers, pin holders and pencil boxes have magnets fitted inside. The chapter will help you in understanding magnets and the different properties. In this particular video, I will be taking the NCERT questions and solutions. So let's proceed. Question 1. Fill in the blanks. So यहाँ पे कुछ statements provided हैं. आपको इन statements को carefully examine करना है and you have to fill the respective blanks appropriately. Alright, so the first statement here is artificial magnets are made in different shapes such as. So here you have three blanks. So हमें क्या करना है? We need to tell that जो artificial magnets है यानी जो man made magnets हैं उन्हें हम कौन से different shapes में design करते हैं. So in general artificial magnets are seen as bar magnets, which is the most common one. Secondly, horseshoe magnet, and lastly cylindrical magnet. So these are the three shapes in which we prefer making an artificial magnet. The second statement is the materials which are attracted towards a magnet are called. So जो materials एक magnet से attract होते हैं, so we call such materials as magnetic materials. Fine. Third statement is paper is not a dash material. So you know that paper does not get attracted towards a magnet. That means paper is not a magnetic material. Fine. The fourth, in olden days, sailors used to find direction by suspending a piece of. So you know that in earlier time, sailors used magnet to find the directions. Today we use magnetic compass, which tells us that where we have north and south and accordingly east and west. But in earlier time, people do not have such instruments, so rather they suspend a piece of magnet by a thread and they allow it to rotate and align along the north-south direction. So that helps them to sail through the ship. Then the last is a magnet always has poles. So here you need to tell that how many poles does a magnet has. So आपको पता है that magnets में दो poles होते हैं, north pole and south pole. That means magnet में two poles है. So a magnet always has two poles. Fine. Here we have question 2. State whether the following statements are true or false. So given below are some statements. So आपको हर एक statement को observe करना है. You need to analyze and have to tell that whether they are correct or not. So let me show you all the statements first. So here we have these all statements. We will analyze each one of them and then tell whether they are correct or not. So let's start with the first one. A cylindrical magnet has only one pole. So we know that magnets, no matter in whichever shape they are being designed, they will always have two poles, right? So therefore, a cylindrical magnet should also have two poles and not just one. So it's a false statement. Second, artificial magnets were discovered in Greece. So no, this is incorrect because natural magnets were firstly discovered in ancient Greece and not the artificial one. So because artificial magnets are simply man-made magnets, they are not discovered, they are rather invented. Alright, so therefore it's again a false. Then similar poles of a magnet repel each other. So you know that if you bring north and north pole of two magnets, so they will repel each other, and similarly for the south pole. So therefore you can say that the like poles repel each other. So therefore this is true. The fourth statement is maximum iron fillings stick in the middle of a bar magnet when it is brought near them. So if you have a bar magnet and you have surrounded it with iron filling sticks, so you will observe that most of the fillings has accumulated themselves at the ends of the bar magnet and not at the middle. So this is because the ends are the poles of the bar magnet and the iron fillings get attracted towards the poles and not towards the middle of a bar magnet. So this is incorrect. It's a false statement. Then bar magnets always point towards north-south direction. So again, you know that bar magnets are in fact used to to predict or to determine the directions because they align themselves along the north and south. So therefore, this is correct. They always points towards north and south direction. Then a compass can be used to find east-west direction at any place. So you know that if you are able to tell where you have the north and south, so you can easily also determine that where is the east and where is the west. So with the help of a compass, or you may say a magnet, you can find out all the four directions. So this is true. Then lastly, you have rubber is a magnetic material. Now you know that rubber do not get attracted towards a magnet, right? So rubber क्या है? Rubber non-magnetic material है and therefore ये भी एक false statement है. Alright, so it's a false. So we are done with the second question. Let's move to the next one. So here we have question 3. It was observed that a pencil sharpener gets attracted by both the poles of a magnet although its body is made of plastic. Name a material that might have been used to make some part of it. So हमें क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है that there is an observation जिसमें हमने observe किया that जो pencil sharpener है वो attract होता है towards the poles of magnet. So why this happened if it is made out of plastic? So because we know that plastics are non-magnetic material, so in that case why this sharpener gets attracted towards the magnet, you have to tell this. Also you have to name the material. Definitely you know that कोई material को हमने use किया होगा which are magnetic. So you have to tell the name of that material जिसे हमने use किया होगा to make some part of this sharpener. So materials that are magnetic in nature attract towards a magnet. So definitely कोई magnetic material हमने यहाँ पे use किया है and here we can see that there are blades. So possibly हमने iron blades create किया होगा. So iron might have been used to make some part of it, and now we know that iron are magnetic material due to which the whole of sharpener got attracted towards a magnet. Here question 4, this is quite interesting. Column 1 shows different positions in which one pole of a magnet is placed near that of the other. Column 2 indicates the resulting action between them for each situation. Fill in the blanks. So यहाँ पे आपको दो कॉलम दिए गए हैं, कॉलम 1 and कॉलम 2. सो कॉलम 1 में आपको दो पर्टिकुलर पोल्स के नेम दिए हुए हैं. सो दे आर सेइंग दैट अगर हम इन दो पोल्स को विच आर बीइंग गिवन इन ईच one, there are 4 observations. So in each particular observation we have brought two poles close to each other. So corresponding to that position, what are the observation that you can make? Whether they will attract or whether they will repel each other, you need to tell that. Also they have said that in some parts the column 2 has already been filled. That means हमने observation already कर रखा है. So for such observation you have to tell that यहाँ पे column 1 में कौन सा pole होना चाहिए for which that observation satisfies. So let's start with the first one. So if you have north and north pole, obviously you know that north and north pole क्या हो गए, they are now like poles and like poles repel each other. So we observe repulsion. Fine. The second one, here you need to fill the column one blank, and the observation is attraction. So you know that attraction happens when the poles are not same, that is for the unlike poles. That is either it can be north south, or you may say the south north pole. So since here we have north, the other should be south. So it's south pole, fine. The third is south north. So if you have a combination of south pole and north pole, again they are opposite, so they will attract each other. So it's an attraction. The last here, the observation given is repulsion. So again you know that repulsion कब होगा? Repulsion happens जब poles कैसे हो? They are unlike. That is, they are different. So sorry, I'm mistaken. Repulsion happens when the poles are same. So in that case, it can either be a north-north combination or a south-south combination. So since you have south here, this one should also be south. So here you have South Pole. So we are done with the particular question 4. Let's move to the next one. So here, before discussing question 5, I would request all the students who are watching us to please visit our website arinjayacademy.com. यहाँ से आप materials download कर सकते हैं for your exams. Also आप NCERT solutions भी download कर सकते हैं for all your classes, for all the subjects. Fine. Coming back to question 5, we are asked that to write any two properties of a magnet. So हमें magnet के कोई भी दो properties enlist करने हैं. So let's see. The two main properties of magnets are, the first one, they attract magnetic materials like iron, nickel and cobalt. So जो magnet है वो क्या करता है, वो magnetic materials को अपने along attract करता है. And magnetic materials के examples क्या हो गए? It can be iron, nickel और cobalt. So इन तीन materials के अलावा भी बहुत सारे और magnetic materials possible है जिसे magnet attract करता है. So this is one of the two property. The second important property is that magnets point in the north-south direction. So you know that जो magnets है अगर हम उन्हें freely suspend करें, so they will point along the north-south direction. So these are the two properties for the magnet. So here we have question 6. Where are poles of a bar magnet located? So अगर एक bar magnet है, so in that जो north and south poles है वो कहाँ located है? You need to tell this. So the two ends of a bar magnet represent the two poles north and south. So you can observe a bar magnet here, right? So this bar magnet has two ends, this one and this one. So one of the end will be the north pole, whereas the other end will be the south pole. So thus you can say that the two ends of a bar magnet represents the two poles. So here we have question 7. A bar magnet has no markings to indicate its poles. How would you find near which end is its north pole located? So अगर आपके पास एक bar magnet है, so here you can see from the image, यहाँ पे जो एक bar magnet है, यहाँ पे already north and south pole indicate किए गए हैं. But what if in case अगर आपके पास एक bar magnet है जिसमें ये poles को indicate नहीं किया गया है, so in that case, how can you find out that where is the north and where is the south in the two ends of the bar magnet? So you need to tell that or you need to tell that by what method you can find out that near which end the north pole is located. So let's see the answer. The bar magnet always points the the north south direction. So जो bar magnet है अगर हमने इसे freely rotate होने के लिए रखा है, so it will always point along the north south direction. So what you need to do, you need to suspend the particular bar magnet with a thread. Let me show you how you can do that. So let's say here you have the particular middle part of the bar magnet, and from here you can tie a thread and you can simply tie it at the top. So now this particular bar magnet is free to rotate. It is now been suspended. So now आपको पता होना चाहिए that where is the north and where is the south as in the directions. So आपको पता होना चाहिए that in which direction around you have the north and south. So अब आप क्या करोगे, you will allow this magnet to freely rotate. So जो एंड इस मैग्नेट का नॉर्थ डायरेक्शन के अलोंग पॉइंट करेगा, so that will be the north pole of a magnet. Let's say that in this particular region or in this direction you have the north direction. So अगर इस एंड ने यहाँ पे पॉइंट किया है, so definitely this end will be the north pole of the bar magnet. So even if you don't have any indications on the magnet, you can still find out that where you have the north and where you have the south poles. Fine. So here we have question 8. You are given an iron strip. How will you make it into a magnet? So here you should be knowing that आप अपने home में magnet create कर सकते हैं if you have an iron strip. So what is the process of doing this? So let's see this. If given an iron strip, we can convert it into bar magnet by following the given steps. So let's see all the steps one by one. The first is place the given strip on a table. So जो iron strip आपके पास है उसे आपको टेबल में place करना है सबसे पहले. Second, place one of the poles of a bar magnet at one end of the strip. Now अब आपको एक pole decide करना है. It can either be the north or the south pole, and in all the processes you will use that pole only. So you, let's say for example we have chosen the north pole. So आप इस north pole जो bar magnet का जो north pole है, इसे एक end में जो iron strip है उसके एक end में जाकर वहाँ पे place करेंगे. Alright. Then the third step, without lifting the bar magnet, drag it along the length of the strip till the other end. Now जैसे ही आपने strip के एक end में एक particular north pole को place किया, so in that you have to drag that magnet along the length of the strip without lifting. Do remember, आपको lift नहीं करना है bar magnet को, आपको simply उसे drag करना है along the length of the strip. Alright, and you have to do this till you come to the other end of the strip. The fourth step, lift the magnet and with the same pole to the starting point, again repeat these 30 to 40 times. So अब आप क्या करोगे? You then have to lift the magnet. जैसे ही आपने एक एंड से दूसरे एंड में आप आए of the iron strip, आप उस magnet को lift करोगे and with the same pole, यानी हमने north pole लिया था, so again आपको north pole को ही consider करना है and you have to lift the magnet and you have to put it to the starting point जहां से आपने initially start किया था. So उस point पे आपको जाना है. Again you have to place the north pole and have to drag it along the length of the strip. That is, आपको exactly वही same process repeat करना है जो आपने starting में किया. That is dragging it from one end to the other end and lifting it, again dragging it from the first end to the other end. So you have to do this repeatedly for 30 to 40 times. Once you have done this, the iron strip has now converted into a magnet, into a bar magnet. Alright. So here we have question 9. How is a compass used to find directions? So you know that today we use magnetic compass when we are required to find directions. So why we use compass and not simply a magnet? So you should be knowing that compass itself has a magnetic needle placed inside it. So earlier we used to suspend a bar magnet with a thread and then we check that along which direction the needle has inclined itself, because we know that needle always point along north-south direction. So by this we can judge or we can say that where is north and where is south. So that was quite a difficult process to always suspend the magnet in air. So a more simpler device, an instrument called magnetic compass has now been developed. So in this compass as well, इनमें भी एक magnetic needle present है which points in north-south direction as you can see in the image. Now when we know these two directions, हम east और west को भी easily determine कर सकते हैं. So using compass, you can find all the four directions. So here comes question 10. A magnet was brought from different directions towards a toy boat that has been floating in water in a tub. Effect observed in each case is stated in column 1. Possible reasons for the observed effects are mentioned in column 2. Match the statements given in column 1 with those in column 2. So यहाँ पे एक table है, right? You can see it has two column 1 and column 2. So यहाँ पे एक particular condition दिया हुआ है that you have a toy boat and this toy boat has been floating in water. So आपने एक tub लिया, you have filled it with water and you have allowed this toy boat to float on that. Now then you have brought a magnet. आपने एक magnet लिया and you have brought it close to that toy boat. Now after doing that, there are some effects that has been observed and ये जो effects हैं इन्हें column 1 में represent किया गया है and corresponding to each effect that has been observed कोई एक particular reason होगा that for that particular observation. So those reasons are being given in column 2, but they are not in the correct order. That is, for the given effect, the right part is not directly indicating the reason, rather they are being rearranged. So we need to possibly arrange them in the correct order, right? So you have to do this match. Let's see the list of column 1 and column 2 once. So in the column 1 you have boat gets attracted towards the magnet. Second, boat is not affected by the magnet. Third, boat moves towards the magnet if north pole of the magnet is brought near its head. Boat moves away from the magnet when north pole is brought near its head. Boat flows without changing its direction. Then in the column 2 you have boat is filled with a magnet with north pole toward its head. Boat is fitted with a magnet with south pole toward its head. Boat has a small magnet fixed along its length. Boat is made of magnetic material. Boat is made up of non-magnetic material. So यहाँ पे आपने read कर लिया column 1 and column 2. So do this match, take your time, answer it correctly. We will see the answer in the next slide. So I hope you all have answered this particular question. Let's see. So here we have rearranged the column 2 so that they indicate the reasons just after the given effect. So let's see each of them. The first is boat gets attracted towards the magnet. So in case अगर boat magnet के along attract होता है, so that means जो boat है वो magnetic material से बना है, because we know that magnetic materials get attracted towards the magnet. Second effect is boat is not affected by the magnet. What if अगर boat magnet से कोई effect नहीं होता, that is boat neither get attracted neither it get repelled. So in that case जो boat है वो कैसा होगा? It will be made out of a non-magnetic material. So we know because the non-magnetic material shows no interaction with the magnet. The third effect is boat moves towards the magnet if north pole of the magnet is brought near its head. So boat जो है वो magnet की तरफ attract होता है when जब हम north pole magnet के north pole को boat के head की तरफ लेकर आए. Alright, so हमारे पास boat का एक head होगा. So जब हम north pole magnet के north pole को उस head के close लेकर आते हैं, so we see that boat gets attracted. So the reason is boat is fitted with a magnet with south pole towards its head. So here you need to know that जो unlike poles हैं यानी north south या south north poles, they are unlike poles, so these poles attract each other. So definitely if the boat is moving towards the magnet, so the poles must be the opposite one. So since we have brought a north pole and has observed the attraction, so head में क्या होगा? साउथ पोल होगा. सो दैट मीन्स हमने बोट में एक मैग्नेट को फिट कर रखा है सच दैट जो साउथ पोल होगा वो पॉइंट करेगा या इट विल बी एट द हेड ऑफ द बोट. फाइन. The next observation is that boat moves away from the magnet when north pole is brought near its head. So contrary to the third one, जहाँ पे हमने attraction observe किया, यहाँ पे repulsion observe कर रहे हैं. That is, boat is moving away from the magnet जब हम north pole को boat के head के तरफ लेकर आते हैं. So now you know that repulsion happens when poles are like. That means either north pole or south pole. So since you have brought a north pole and have observed repulsion, that means जो boat का head है वहां पर भी क्या होगा, वहां पे भी north pole होगा. That means आपने boat में एक magnet को fit कर रखा है such that जो north pole है इस magnet का वो head के towards point करता है या फिर head के along placed है. So then the last effect that we observed here is that boat floats without changing its direction. So अगर जो boat है वो कोई भी direction change नहीं कर रहा, it is simply floating. So that simply means that boat में एक small magnet होगा जो हमने उसके length के along fix कर रखा है. Because in that case जो boat होगा वो direction change नहीं करेगा but it will simply float. So we are done with this question as well. So thank you students for being with us throughout this lesson. You can subscribe to Arinjay Academy on YouTube for more such videos. आप हमारे साइट को भी विजिट कर सकते हैं arinjayacademy.com. वहाँ आपको और भी डिटेल्स मिलेंगे. इनफैक्ट आप वहाँ से NCERT solutions भी डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं for all the classes, for all the subjects, so as to ace your exams. Keep learning, keep growing. Thank you.